Wow, that's insane. I actually pulled it off. All right, back for another draft. There's a couple cards here that are interesting. The Dragonstorm Globe, if we want to go into the dragon deck, but I don't really want to. Big Dragon, it's already pretty good. The Dragon Sniper, which is the great one drop, and the Caustic Exile, which kind of goes for the dragon deck as well. And there's Surak. And want to see if there's like a good Stompy deck. And I'll take the Surak. I don't think it's the best card, but it is kind of cool. And I just want to play with it. And I want to try and show you guys something that you don't see on all the other channels, which is mostly just Dragonstorm Globe decks and maybe taking the Sniper here or the Caustic Exile. I'll take Surak and try and beat people down. I do feel like there's room for a deck like this in the format where you just try and put down a curve and then just kill people. So let's try and see if we can make that happen. Wild Ride is an interesting card in that. Not that I'm taking it here. I'm hoping to wheel that. I could take Dragon Spray if I want to go into like an Absent Shell or the Kintry Severance, but I think Dragon Spray is just easier to cast. Although this is more flexible. Yeah, I'll take the more flexible card. All right, not much for any beatdown type of strategy. Take the land, but I don't really want to. This could be okay. This guy is fine, but I don't really want to play green-white. Take the Teamer Tawny back. I'll take the Desperate Measures, I think. Yeah. All right. I like this card quite a bit. I wouldn't mind ending up like red-green. I've had some success with red-green decks. There's another Tartician. Could have had two of those. Maybe that was the better pick over the Kintry Severance. It's this or, yeah, the Trade Route Envoy, but that will come back, I'm not sure. Let's take this. All right. Could take this guy. Try and draft some sort of black-green counters deck. Otherwise, I take the Hunter. It's just a 2-color card. Although this really does need you to kind of have some synergies. But it could be, like, if it's a 3-mana 4/4, it's pretty good. I think I'm going to take the Hunter. It's just 2 colors, which is a lot nicer. Nothing here really exciting to me. I'll take this. I have some interesting stuff happening with this. And then I'll take this 2-drop. Yep. Nothing really all that good here. The Merchant's pretty bad. This is pretty bad. I think I'll take this. Most powerful card in the back. Otherwise, I take the land. Yeah, let's take the land. All right, I'll take this. Just a 2-drop. And blowing up artifacts and enchantments is surprisingly relevant. I can take another one of those, but I think I take Wild Ride here. This just giving haste is pretty nice. We have a bunch of Tramplers so far. It's a graveyard card for our Hunter. And I don't need 2 of these. I'll take the Twin Bolts. I don't think I really want to play it, but we'll see. We haven't seen that much good green. I will take this guy. And then I'll take the Flyer. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't take the green-black card, maybe. I really like the Siege, but I also really like this Synchronized Shard. And then this guy, I also don't mind. So I think the real question is, are we going to be black-green or black or green-red? So no good black cards. Would love to open this once, kind of showcase this. This card is pretty cool. I will take the Molten Exile. And now I'm kind of moving back into red a bit. The Pummeler I also quite like, but Molten Exile is a great removal spell. Ooh, Snakeskin Veil is the kind of card that this deck really wants. Maybe this wheels. I've used this to good effect. I would play the dragon maybe in this deck, but Snakeskin Veil is great. Molten Exile or Piercing Exile. I think I take Molten Exile. Most of my creatures are going to be 4 power anyways, so I don't really get much from the Piercing Exile. Yes, it's instant speed. This is unlikely to be instant speed, but I don't get blown out if they have removal for my creature. If we were in black, this would have been a nice pickup, but I think we're going to end up red this draft. So I'm going to remove my black cards, and then I'll take this guy. This gives me a little bit of card advantage and could hit hard. If you play this on turn 5 and then wild ride it, that's like 10 power out of nowhere. Well, double strike. So it's 5 power and it has double strike. So 10 damage out of nowhere. Doesn't have trample, but there's ways to get it. Kind of a disappointing pack here. I could take the Nest Guard, but that's not really a card for me. I'm just going to take someone's Dragonstorm Globe and they can do without one. Ooh, another Tomb Guard. I think we would have been able to have a pretty sweet black green deck also. I'll take another Attuned Hunter. Would love a champion. And now there's the Wayfarer or the Shock Brigade. Shock Brigade is pretty nice, but it usually just attacks for 1 anyway. So I'll take the Wayfarer. What happens with Shock Brigade is you attack, they just chump the mobilize token, and then the menace guy gets in for 1. And this at least gives me lands. I'll take a dual land here. I'm not 100% sure on that Shock Brigade pick, but I think this might be better also because we have some synchronized charges. And I'm hoping to get maybe a champion of Doosan, although we haven't seen any of them yet, and they usually go pretty late. That's the kind of card I want in this deck. Also, with the Attuned Hunter, I kind of want to set up graveyard synergies more than having a Menace mobilized guy. I just don't use that synergy all that well. Okay, I'll take a Pummeler. It's another 4 power creature. And then I'll take this. It's a decent trick. I wouldn't mind getting another Snakeskin Veil. Wouldn't mind not having to play this Twin Bolt. Well, I hope not. Well, maybe I could. Yeah, I could take this. It's not a great creature, but I'm never playing a second copy of Twin Bolt, I don't think. The downside to playing like an allied color pair is there's no good gold cards for you, because the gold cards are all in enemy colors, or it has to be like a splash. So really hoping to open it like an on-color rare. There's just 1 color. Okay, I'll take a second one of these. I'd much rather play that than the first Twin Bolts. If I do play that, I'd like to pick up another Snakeskin Veil. Pretty bad pack. Could take this as a flyer. I could take the Piercing Exile. I think I have to take that, even though I don't love it. This is another option. The creature is kind of weak. Mine to be somewhat hard to block. I think I take this. Not very exciting though. Okay. I hope this wheels. It usually does. And then I wouldn't mind this either, but I think I take the Leopard. Gives me a little bit of card selection, and it just hits kind of hard. I'm going to take another Wayfarer and then hope to wheel this, which I think it should. The other option is just this for the counters, but let's take the Wayfarer. Well, like I said, we could have had a pretty sweet black-green deck, but I think it would have lacked in the removal maybe. Well, I guess we would have had another Piercing. I'm going to take the Snakeskin Veil. That's what this deck wants, I think, and then hope to wheel the Champions Doosan. That's more likely to still be there. I'll take another one of these. I wouldn't mind the 3+3/+3 and kill a flyer spell, because with this deck, I'm hoping to just attack, and then that can force through damage. I don't need a third Snakeskin Veil, but I will take another Attuned Hunter. And now I'm really on the lookout and hoping to get that Wild Ride back. And ideally the champion. This Watcher is not going to make the deck. Oh man, another one of these? I don't really want any of these cards. I could take the Sultai Devotee. I'll take the land. Not that it's very likely that I want to splash anything at this point, but still. And then This guy hits hard and makes it hard to block. Kind of what we're in the market for. Really hoping to get the wild ride back. Okay, I'll take this. Okay, this guy. I think it's next back that we might. No, we're not getting the wild ride. Have people started taking this card? Oh man, that's disappointing. If I'd known I wasn't going to get that back, I would have made a different pick. All right, so I have to cut 2 cards. This is a consideration. This is a consideration. And not only one of these. How many creatures do I have? Already, I have 4, 5. I don't really want to cut this then. I think I prefer this. Cut one of these. Could also cut a land. My curve kind of tops out at 4. I have 3 of these. I don't think that's unreasonable. It's also not unreasonable to just cut this. I like it because it adds something to the board and then lets me push through more damage. I could also cut this. We're not that likely to double spell pre-combat. It could work in this deck. And I think someone else was on the blue-red deck that kind of plays in a similar space as this. Because we're only like double spelling if turn 2 we play this, turn 3 it's not going to attack. It has haste. So if we play this in another 2-drop, or it's turn 5 that we're playing this. So let's cut this. And try it like this. Okay, I go first. We don't have a 2-drop. We don't have red. But I don't really want to mulligan. Okay. Opponent also on a green deck. Blue-green. Okay. I really wanted to draw that one. Turn 2 late. Play the hunter. Oh, man. Another one. I want to try and find a land. Don't find a land. Ay, ay, ay. I don't think I want to attack here. I imagine they also don't want to attack. No. I think I just play another one of these. Kind of want to play this when I know I get the card off of it. If they have a removal spell for this, I guess I get a 5-4. It's not that bad. They obviously have a counter spell, and they're not excited about countering this. I think I could attack with my hunter. I'm not going to use the Snakeskin Veil for that. That's not worth it. Especially because it's very likely that they have the dragon counter spell. Sure. It's another turn of me not attacking. Okay, now I draw red. Fairly obvious that I have Snakeskin Veil. I cannot attack into a 5-9. No. Can also not kill a 5-9. I'm really hoping that they attack with it. Because, honestly, I cannot attack into it. Okay, they do attack with it. I think I'm just going to let it go. I could block it, and I would only lose one of my guys, but I think I'm going to let it go. The problem is the game's going to maybe go long enough that this actually becomes relevant again. But we'll just have to try and make that not the case. Okay. I don't really want to haste this. It's annoyed that I played it, to be honest. Because if I do haste it out, and they have the counter spell, I would want to play this. They would counter it, and it would suck. So playing it out has made all of my choices a lot worse, except for just sending with these. Yeah, it was not a smart move. All right, to just take it. That's fine with me. Feels like they have the fight spell. Oh no. Okay. Drawing a card. You just drew 3 cards, and the best thing you could come up with is drawing a card. I guess you drew 2, but do you really need more? I'm super happy with that move. Oh, yeah, this is kind of perfect. I'm going to try and bounce my guy. Okay, let's see. Next turn, I can play the hunter. I can haste it out and still have this. And then I'd be left with Snakeskin Veil. So hunter, haste it, this. And they're at 11. I think maybe this is fine, actually. Think so. I might regret that. Okay, I won't regret it. It's because I have nothing else to do with my mana. And then just attack with everything. Okay. Yep. Just kill them now. Yep. Pump there. It's 11 exactly. Bam. All right. That was nice. Helped by my opponent just needing to draw cards and giving up all the board presence for it. Sweet. All right. This is, yeah, it's a good hand. It's not like super exciting, but it's just a decent curve out. And I found that against a lot of decks, that can actually be quite good because there's lots of people just dirling around doing not much of anything. And then just putting down a curve is actually decent. Cards like this now actually become annoying. I think I'd play this. I could play this, but I don't really want to attack. Kind of want to just build mana, set up something nice. Yep, they can attack. The other option, if they don't play a blocker, is just attack with my 3/1. I guess I will not be attacking with my 3/1. So, options are killing this, which is a little appealing, but I think I can power through it with the synchronized charge. So then I just play this guy. Hope to hit a land. Did. Nice. I would love for them to tap out for a card draw spell, ideally. Probably not happening, but I would love that. Okay. Killing my Sinshit Strike Master. Yep. That's fine. Oh, are they killing that too? Yeah, that's less fine. All right. I think I play my land. And this guy? No blocks. Oh, don't have another spell? Okay, nice. So I have to kill this and then attack with this. I think I'd rather just discard this dude. It's going to draw me a land anyway. Play the Hunter. Maybe next turn we get a synchronized charge turn. Ooh. Discarding 2. Yeah. They're digging for mana. If they don't find it, it's pretty good for us. Oh, no. They get the... It still have to pay mana for it. So the 1/4 is attacking. All right. Funny enough, my creature gets vigilance, and it's like actively bad for me because I can't use the discard. This is in my graveyard now. Really would have loved to have drawn a forest because then I would have been able to flash it back right away. Yeah, it does trample, so that guy dies. Okay, they found another land. Molten Exile that. Okay, draw another card. Shit. I'm going to do this because otherwise it's just going to die to the removal spell that they already have. No, I didn't want to tap it. No. Why did you do that? No. It would have been 5 damage. It would have been almost dead. Oh, now they have the bounce guy? No. Tiger. That's so bad for me. Oh, that's... Oh, Jesus. The game would have been hard, but now it just got impossible. Yeah. Decline. Oh, man. I think, to be honest, I wouldn't have won just because of the amount of lands that I've drawn here. I think I will end up cutting a land like I originally wanted to. Our opponent got stuck in lands, but as they say, once you draw out of that, if you are screwed and your opponent's flooded and you draw out of it, you will eventually win the game. Okay. Can I do it with this? Is this the draw? Because this will become a 9 power creature. This might actually be the draw. And now decline to harmonize. Auto pay actually becomes bigger. They can soak up 4 damage, 9. Yeah, they're 10. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. That's insane. I actually pulled it off. Fucked up with the first harmonized card and then managed to correctly play the second one for the win. Wow, that was amazing. All right. Sweet. I'm going to make some changes to the deck. I cut a land and put another trick, the first striker. Maybe it's confirmation bias, but I've had some lands. I wasted dig for lands. I don't need that many. The other option was the roaming routine, just to have more ways to trigger this. But this in and of itself is just a kind of weak card and not an effect that I actually want in my deck. Let's see how this performs. It's not a great hand. I'm just missing the 2 drops. But I'll keep. They're going first. All right. Wild Ride can maybe win us another game. Or I would have preferred to draw the Land Searcher and mill over this thing, but Nomad Outpost from our opponents. Some sort of Mardu deck? No. A Dragon Pile. Okay. Play a tap land. Not the curve we wanted, but the curve we got. Okay. Definitely a Dragon deck. Ooh, they discarded this. Is it because they just don't have lands? No, they do have lands. They might just not have the red lands. All right. Well, play this guy. Hope it doesn't get killed. I think the ideal scenario for us is they try and like play some sort of blocker. Oh, I don't love that. This is the exact kind of card that you're hoping to punish, but it's a lot harder on the draw, and it's a lot harder if you don't have 2-drop. Okay. Now, I think what we do is play the Surrak, wild ride it, and then attack for 10. It's a shame I can't haul up Snakeskinville, but at least if they kill something now, I get a card. This thing is good, but it's a lot worse if you are facing Tramplers, and they can double block. And then I can use the Fire Rim form. Oh, if this works, this would be amazing. Against the Dragon counter spell with backup, it doesn't work. It's not the end of the world. They just have a removal spell. That resolves. And Snakeskinville. That's a blowout if I ever saw one. Yeah, let's kill all your dudes. Deal you a bunch of damage. Oh man, that was perfect. Counterspell would have sucked. I mean, it wouldn't even be that bad. Okay, they don't have mana to just play the Encroaching Dragonstorm right away. All right, let's just play this. Draw a card. I could wild ride my Attuned Hunter, which I think I will, and then do pump that. If they have a removal spell, it's pretty good, but if they don't, then it's hard to survive this turn. Yeah, all right. Got another one with our Gruul Stompy deck. They were just a little bit slow, and then that combat trick really punished them. And the fact that I have Tramplers here was super relevant. All right, on to the next. Okay, we go first. We have a 2-drop, and we have a bunch of 3-drops. Ideally, we mill something with Flashback or Harmonize, and that's going to make these good. Probably we do want to take a land. If we don't find a land, then we might be screwed. Well, there's already a land, so we're going to play a parade of 3/3 Tramplers. Didn't mill anything of note. I will take the land. Ooh, that's a nice one. Opponent hasn't done anything yet. You can't counter it, but they might have the Exile. Yep. All right. Nothing to be done about that. Okay. Okay, that's enough with the lands now. Okay. I'm not going to block. Shock Brigade. What is this deck? Don't know what they could have. They might just not want to block, to be fair. And I think we just attack with this. Nothing happened. I'm not going to use this just yet. Not into open mana. Yep. All right. They've killed 2 of our Tramplers. No blocks. Okay, we killed a Boulderborn. That's annoying. Yeah, kill that. Of course, I think I do both of them. And then I attack and do the other side of it. A little bit all in. If they have a removal for my 6/6, I'm in trouble. Okay, I just have a big creature, which I currently cannot attack into. That's pretty good. So I wild ride the Wayfarer first, and then I do the other one. Wait, no. So they have 7 toughness. This becomes, essentially this gives +7. So then they don't kill them. Then they block this. Yeah, then they just block this. I trample over for 9, right? Yeah, so I have to go there. and then not tap anything. It's kind of annoying that I don't have that extra point of toughness on my creature. They're down to 2. They can make a huge shock brigade. Okay. That doesn't work. I'm hoping to not see another creature, but it's pretty likely. Another one of those. Another one of those. Come on. What is my best draw? Like Surak is kind of fine. The first strike spells, not that bad. Like any creature is already good to get these shock brigades off my back. And the one thing I'm also not happy with is the fact that they're not using the green pump your guys stuff, because it means that there's another creature or something that they want to keep up for drawing the land. I swear to God. That's not great. All right. That's kind of nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's 7, right? So I have to block here. And Snakes can veil my dude. And then, oh, I was going to say, maybe I can find something that I can kill with one removal spell if they don't have a blocker. Yeah, well, I cut a land and then I found 9 lands. Yeah. I can't win this game through no fault of the deck. But, well, frustrating. We got very close. The Wild Ride again. I really wish I had taken that second one. I'm not sure what I picked over it, but it probably wasn't worth it. That card has been impressive, especially with the Trappler Loops. We'll attack and they will block. And we will lose. Okay, let's try again. This is a fine hand. We have 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Not sure what 2-drop I want to play. We can wait a little bit on that. Well, in this case, I don't have to play this because it's not going to be able to attack into the Forecaster anyway. Forecaster is so good. All right. We get a 2-2 anyways. I mill some nice cards. Let's go attacking. They might not block. All right. They will. Let's keep them honest. They might want to counter this. No. They know that it's uncounterable. They got the globe. If they just spend their turn playing the globe, I might just blow it up. But that's my whole turn also. I think I'll just play this. And I really hope they don't have the exile to kill my Sirach. I get the card, but I really want the board presence more than anything. All right, nice. I guess maybe I should have just played this in hindsight. Because I got 2 damage. But if they just play some giant crit, oh no, we're just dirtling over here. That I like. Discarding Desperate Measures. All right. More dirtles. Milling some lands. They have enough mana. Huh. What I could do is Snakeskin Field this to kill that. That seems kind of weak. I think I'll just attack with everything. Yeah. Play this. I was just thinking if I play this and I hit the top land, I might be upset that I didn't play that, but I'd rather keep up the Snakeskin Veil. And this way, it actually is less suspicious. If I play this, hit a tap land, and then I don't play it, that's pretty suspicious. Okay, Roiling Dragonstorm. Yup. We draw the Wild Ride. We probably just win. We have no mana. Okay. Woo! That is a good one, too. We just kill them. It was just one time, just, kill them. They can block 2 things. They probably want to block this. They're even incentivized to block this with the Forecaster. And they block this with that. Yeah, I think they're pretty much just dead. Attack with everything. They might not want to block this. Yeah. Okay. We can even just save our Sirach. See, yep, that's enough. All right, this is kind of where this deck wants to be against someone that dirtle. And if they have the perfect draw and they drop a big dragon on turn 5, Good chance we lose, but if they don't, then you have the chance to pretty much punish it. Okay. I think we keep and play the Wayfarer. Play this, have this to punch through damage. This hand doesn't have like amazing cards, but I guess that's kind of what this deck is. It's just a collection of cards that a lot of people don't want, but that actually have some value. We're on the play. That's nice. Okay, another tap land gamer. Let's see, what do we mill? No lands and no flashback spells. I mean, our density of flashback spells is not that high, so can't complain too much about that. Okay. Someone that actually also is just playing reasonable cards. I don't mind if my guy dies, so let's just attack. Yeah, they want to trade, I can imagine. I think I'd rather play Sirach. It just hits the hardest. It's the hardest to block. Oh, wow. That's what we're doing? That I like. Attack. And then kind of want the Trampler more than his 4-2, because there's a good chance that they just play the Devotee again. And then this just gets blocked by it. I have to use my trick on it. And I don't really want to do that to not also then push damage. Because in and of itself, it can't actually attack through it. Okay. We draw a card. Not a great one, but we do draw a card. I think we play this. Ooh. That's a nice one. Ooh, the Crocodile. Definitely casting this. It's kind of unfortunate that we didn't draw another land, so we could keep up Snakeskinville after we're done with this. This does have trample. We're doing this. This already has double strike. No, this is way more damage. Bam, bam. It's not super likely that they have more removal anyways. Down to 4. I love this card. This is really a cool one. I also like it in the Jeskai decks. It gives you a card, and it just gives you a threat that has insane burst damage. Yeah, this is dying. Oh, it isn't. What? It is not dying. I mean, I could synchronize charge this, or I can just attack. I'm in no rush, especially now that I have Snakeskinville up. I'm in no rush. Currently, you would die, so yeah. Let's just show them this as well for the overkill. All right. I mean, our opponent kind of stumbled, and then we just punished them. We go first, and we have a pretty slow hand, but not one that I can mulligan, I think. Can we get a true drop? All right, but then I'll just kill this. That's fine too. At least we got to spend our mana. We'll see how our deck does against this sort of shenanigans. And just play the 4-2. And then next turn, we can play the Wayfarer. And maybe hit a land. All right. If we attack, likely to block. No, they are likely to block with both of these. I think I do this. It sucks if we don't hit land. Okay. Luckily we did. We even hit something to do out of the graveyard. Let's just attack with this. Discard this. They might be aware of it. Yeah, let's discard this. We got a forest anyway. Now I'm really happy that I did it this way. All right. Take 4. End the turn. Kind of nice if they played another creature pre-combat just to make their Zergo's Vanguard bigger. Nope, they're not going to do that. I think I'm going to block here, and I am going to use this. Maybe I have removal, and then I have to spend it on my Wayfarer. I get 2 for 1, but I got to land off of it. They have to spend their mana on that this turn. Sure. Save myself a ton of... That's unfortunate. Nah, I can't attack with this. Let's just play this guy. Another one of those. No attacks. I mean, if they don't have anything, they don't have great attacks either. There was one reason to play the trade in. Route Envoys. Then we have a better blocker for the Zergo's Vanguard if they are able to kill a leopard. If we draw a land next turn, play the Wayfarer, don't take a land. We can draw a card off of our trade route. What? Why are you even thinking about this? Just that? Okay. Take 6. Huh. I have to do this. I don't want to give up the value. I'll take the land. Play my guy. Can attack with this, but I don't think it does much. I eat a token, basically. But I would eat a token anyway if they attack. If I attack, they're more likely to attack with everything. I'm also kind of happy that they don't have the frontline rush in hand anymore. What I really need is a way to give this trample. A reach counter. Everything. Really. It doesn't come across to me as if they have a ton of stuff to do. They might have one trick. Oh, no, they just want to trade. Okay. A shock brigade. And the leopard. Okay. Play this. This costs 5. That's a ton. No attacks. I think we are on the defenses. They're empty. We have some stuff at least. Huh. Nice. That is very nice for them. Okay. I'm going to play as if they don't have a trick at least. And I'm going to resolve. So this goes in front of there. This goes in front of there. And this just blocks one of their tokens. Take 4. I give this first strike for now. Still at 7, which is a healthy life total. We only have 2 creatures, which is a little bit concerning. Shit. Just drawing a land there is not good. I think I want this to be bigger. I'm just going to get 2 counters. Oh, this. I can't really attack. Oh my god, what a top deck. What a top deck. Am I just dead now? I probably am just dead now. Yeah, to get so many tokens. Come on. First they draw this to discard to this to the cat. And then they draw something else relevant. Okay. Seriously? These are your attacks? I guess they're worried that we might have something. If we draw the Vigilance Trample card, we can still win if they attack like this. I mean, it's pretty scary. Okay, just no, don't attack with everything. Please. If they do attack with everything, we block the Forebearer. And that was a resolve. Block the Forebearer. Block. And we take 8 and we die. Man, now what a top deck. Unfortunate. But such is life. All right, let's keep going. For a moment there in that game, I had hoped that they would have attacked with everything. But it made sense that if we had something, we would have done something on our previous turn. They go first. I mean, his hand's not mulliganable. Our 1-drop. This set doesn't have many good 1-drops. So it makes your tap lands 1-drops, but too many of them and you have too many tap lands in your curve. Right? They don't have a 2. Well, we'll play this guy. Okay. I think I play this and attack for 3. I'd rather get the 3 damage in than play this dude. And this is fine because they're unlikely to have like lots of small dudes or anything like that. They're discarding lands. Do you have the exile? No. Oh. Don't really want to kill this. Let's just attack. I'll discard the land. Got another one. Yeah, I don't have a trick. Play this. I was just thinking, if I exile this, it's going to be awkward. Kind of hard to use. It's pretty face up. All right. I mean, the best draw would be one of our 2 Snakeskin Veils. If they actually have a removal spell, of course. Otherwise, I might just let this go. I was thinking long and hard about this. Okay. Woo! All right. I can play this. Trouble is that this doesn't have trample. Actually, this works out fine. No? Gotta play this. I can wild ride my hunter and attack with both these. They don't really have great blocks. Yeah. I'll do this. Eat their dude. Hit them for a bunch. They can attack with this, make a 1/1. Pretty weak against the Trampler. Cost them a life even. All right, that doesn't do anything. Okay. Um, this deals 3. Or this kills the Team Tawny back, which is pretty important. I want to leave them without too many creatures. So we kill this. It sucks that we didn't draw another land. Um, they already have to block. So I can also just play this. Then they have to block the Adept, because the Adept's going to deal 8. What if I trample the Hunter? The Hunter gets 6, 7. I'd rather have another creature on the board, I think. Attack with Bull. Yeah. Oh, they can make a lifelinker. Huh. They can kill the lifelinker with the Sunset Strike Master. And because they drew the land, they get to make a 1/1 too. Interesting game. Maybe I should have killed this. No. You can kill the Hunter or the Sunset Strike Master. They should definitely kill the Strike Master. Okay, well, I don't think that works out that well for you. But I can keep this around also. Okay, can I kill them? Is the question. This is going to cost me. Oh, yes. Of course I can. Kill your lifelinker. And the Wild Ride is going to do it again, I think. I'll take a land, sure. Play the land. I can't play the land. Tap this. Pump that. Attack you for a bunch. Yeah, they should have just killed the guy that could actually kill their dragon. All right. What are we? 6-2? Can we get a trophy with Gruul Aggro? All right. The trophy match with our Wild Ride aggro deck. I think I'll keep this. It's not amazing. We have the 2-drop that can maybe find us more lands. Maybe we draw 3 and then we have 2, 3, 4, which is always amazing. Okay. Let's see. Well, we milled our 3 drops. I will take the land. The 1/1 is unlikely to matter. Do I want to do this? No. Let's just attack for 1 in the turn. All right. Well, let's get something on the board. I really hope they don't have a removal spell for 4/3, because they're kind of all in on that dude. I would love to draw the red 2/4, the double strike dude. No, they were hovering over my Summit Intimidator. Yep. Okay. Kind of feel like I just want to attack and see what happens. Maybe I should have killed this. That kind of feels like a waste, but I think I'm going to do it just to make it harder for them to double spell. And that should, I would have been able to act with this. All right. Yep. Really need a creature. That's not a creature. Would suck to lose like this. Okay. Give me a big dude. Could have used you earlier. It's starting to get a little dicey. You have some life to work with, but not a lot, because this Zergo's Vanguard might just eat us. I guess we can fire Rim Form. I will. Kind of have to. It's a bit wasteful because this 3/1 is going to lose all of these tokens. Yep. Oh, come on. No attacks. Yup. Yeah. Okay. They don't have any sleep discard. Okay. I will trade for one of these. I'm going to deal too much damage otherwise. Oh, come on. Not like this. The worst part is they didn't discard a card, so they either have 2 good spells, or I guess this guy's vigilance. I didn't have 2 good spells, or they just have lands, but I'm not sure if they play a land last turn. I think I have to try and do this at least. I mean, the flashback cost is not gonna be that hard for me. Yeah, come on, try and kill it. Does this counter it? It probably doesn't. No. Well, We lost to Jessica Revelation, or mostly just to flooding out with this deck. So that was that. It was definitely a cool deck. I think there's some value to this style of deck in this format. You get to punish people that dirtle. The power level of your individual cards maybe not that high, but it is definitely good. And it's probably open most of the time, although we didn't get that second wild, right? That's for sure. And I would have loved it in this deck. Let's just have a quick look at it again and see what performed well. Like the Wild Ride definitely performed very well. Snakes and Veil is great. This card actually did quite a bit of work, especially with the Trampler, so you actually get the extra damage across. But yeah, I liked it. Molten Exile, nothing to be said. These were okay. Just set up your lands, maybe have some counter synergies. Fine. This was really good. I wish I had a second one of these. I think that was one thing that this deck could use, is a little bit more graveyard synergies. The Leopard didn't come up much. Didn't really have anything else to use with that. Maybe this would have been nice for the card draw, because there were definitely spots where we had no cards in hand, but others where it would have been kind of awkward, or forced plays that you didn't really want to make because you'd rather wait and not do everything before combat. Leopards, fine. These were good. Again, more graveyard synergies, but the trample was huge. This card was great. The trample and actually being 4 power was awesome. This card did a ton of work, especially when combined with the synchronized charge, some way to give it trample or evasion or whatever. Can really see like a white red deck, maybe giving us flying and +1/+1, do some work. This guy filled its role. I'm very happy that we cut a land, went to 16, and even then we flooded so much. This dude didn't really see, and this was fine. So a lot of unexciting cards. We had one rare and just commons and uncommons, mostly commons even. Well, I guess some uncommons, but I like this deck. I kind of like trying out more of this style, just maybe this style, but also just finding the other decks that not everyone is drafting. I mean, you can watch LSV and watch him draft a dragon deck, and I'm sure he does other stuff as well. I'm going to try and find cool niche decks that you can draft in Tarkir and upload those. I'll definitely draft other decks. It's not like I'm only drafting this, but I hope to bring you some original content again. Let me know if you liked it. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe, whatever everyone always says. But it does help. It's nice to see if people watch these videos and if they appreciate it. With that said, I'll see you for the next one, and hope to bring you another sweet limited brew.